The Quest 3 introduced a feature on its facial interface which allows one to adjust it out to make room for wearing of glasses. The problem? You lose your FOV when you do this. I personally noticed a decrease in the FOV from 106 horizontal and 106 vertical to a mere 100 horizontal and 100 degrees vertical, and if you decide to get a third-party alternative, you won't even have the option to adjust for glasses. So, sucks to be you glasses wearers, right? Well, enter VRRock. Full disclosure, VRRock did send these to me to review, but as is always the case with my reviews, my opinions are my own and not influenced by the brands. The first positive I can speak to is the simplicity of ordering these. As someone who doesn't wear glasses and as such doesn't know the various ins and outs of prescriptions and what means what and what info to give, I ultimately found it to be quite simple. I enlisted the aid of my sister who does wear glasses, and so I figured I'd get a pair with her prescription and then have her VR with them and tell me what she thinks. As it turns out, she also didn't know her prescription off the top of her head, but she had an old box for a pair of contacts she wears, and I was able to find the information I needed on that. Like I said, I started this process a bit intimidated, worried I might give them the wrong info or something, and ultimately learned the process is so simple, even a layman like myself can do it, which is fantastic. When you go to their website, you will see they offer options for a variety of VR headsets, but I will be focused on the ones for the Quest 3. The first crucial part to pay attention to is, do you want the magnetic version? Meaning you have a base that snaps onto your lenses and then the magnetic inserts will snap to those. I personally would recommend those because it allows ease of removing the prescription part if you are swapping the headset around a lot. VRRock didn't send me the magnetic version, and instead I got a pair that snaps in directly, so I can fully speak to the magnetic variant. Either way, you fill out the info needed, add it to the cart. Like I said at the beginning, so simple even a layman like myself can do it. These things come in a small, sleek carry case that can easily be tossed into backpacks and whatnot without having to worry about breaking those lenses. Inside, you will find your lenses wrapped in plastic, which will of course have to be removed. Each lens should be marked with an L or an R for left and right, though due to the shape of the Quest 3 lenses, I didn't have an issue seeing which one went where. Now first, I strongly recommend wiping down your Quest 3 lenses and those lens inserts with a microfiber cloth before installing them. Now that that's done, like I said earlier, I was sent a pair that snaps in, so not magnetic, so for me, it was simply a matter of lining them up and snapping them into place. It does take a little bit of effort to snap them on as they go on quite snug, which I'm sure is what you want, but because of this, I found myself a little paranoid that I'd scratched or damaged my Quest 3 lenses. To all those who find themselves in the same paranoid situation, I'd say relax. It's fine. As long as you line them up properly, you're not going to damage anything. I would say though that they go on so snug that when taking them off, I did need to employ a tool to do that. And I would say this is that moment you have to be careful that you don't scratch your lenses. For me, I used a butter knife, and yep, I know, stupid move, but it was only after the fact it occurred to me I was playing with fire when doing it this way. So this may well be an argument for getting the magnetic version if you plan to swap around the headset a lot to different users. As far as how they perform, it was quite flawless. I had a third-party head strap and a third-party facial interface on my Quest 3 that I was testing at the time, and this was what my sister used to test these lens inserts with, and her final report was the picture was clear, she was able to see and read everything, and she maintained her FOV. So there you go, glasses wearers. If I was someone that wore glasses, I would definitely consider a pair of these VRRock inserts as an absolute mandatory to achieve max immersiveness in VR. As always, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. So, do you wear glasses? Have you bought a pair of these? And if so, what did you think of them?